it's Layle, and I'm back for the October Traveler's Notebook setup. Oh my goodness, you guys, I love Halloween. I am such a kid at heart, and part of that is probably because I love candy, and that is a bad thing. Anyhow, I love candy, and this collection, when I saw this collection from Crate Paper, I knew that it was what I was going to use for October. It is so stinking cute. I can't get over it. So it's called Hey Pumpkin, and it's really fun and whimsical, a little bit cartoony, lots of different great Halloween icons. One of the things I love the most about it, though, is the pops of this kind of minty color. It just makes it kind of a really different type of Halloween collection. And actually now, maybe I know where they got the mint. It's from Frankenstein's face. Super cute, right? All right, so we are going to dig in and get started. So the first thing that we are going to do is start out by decorating the pockets. Now, this month I am using the Carpe Diem Black Vintage Floral just because it's kind of a... it just reminded me of Halloween, and I used the same one last year for October as well, just because it really reminds me, kind of like if you've ever been to Disneyland, the Haunted Mansion, it kind of has this really cool Halloween-y look to it, as much as a floral can have a Halloween-y look, without being super Halloween-y. So that's what I am using. We're going to get out our trimmer to start. And we are going to cut apart a couple of the papers. So let's try to get that on there and make sure we're good. We're getting a little bit of glare from my overhead lights, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to start out by trimming this one. Now, this is not a true 3x4 like we have been used to using from Simple Stories. So there are some 3x4 cards here, and then these are tags. So we don't want to just start cutting 3x4 or else we'll have a problem. Go ahead and trim off that product strip. Oh, I think I just cut a little bit into that paper. Oh well, we'll be okay. All right, and then we'll cut here. This, oh my gosh, I love it. I think I'm going to end up doing a couple things with it. I actually also used it in a Halloween mini book that I also have available on my website, and it is a kind of Disney Halloween theme, although you can make it Disney, but it's super easy to make it not Disney just by not including a couple of the pieces. So if you like Halloween and are looking for something to put together, a scrapbook project for Halloween, then you should check that out. So I did cut these guys right here into 3x4s because those are for sure 3x4s. And then I am trimming these little guys. So you could leave them on if you wanted, but I'm going to, or leave them on. You could leave them together, but I'm going to trim those. There we go. We'll put all these little guys off to the side, and then we're going to trim out those little tags. And I love this configuration that American Crafts does for a number of their collections, particularly Crate Paper, because these tags are really fun, and they give you lots of different pattern and color on that one sheet. So when I am at a scrapbook store or shopping online, a lot of times I will look for something like this because I think it's so versatile. All right, so now we are going to, this is my garbage from September video, and I'm just going to trim off the corners of those little tags. If we had background music, we could be listening to some fun Halloween background music right about now. Like the Monster Mash. I will do you guys the favor of not singing because I'm not sure that that is something that any of us really want to hear right now. I've probably said this before. When my kids were little, we'd be driving around in the car and I'd be singing and singing and singing, and they'd be like, "Mom, who's this?" And I would tell them, "Oh, this is Duran Duran." You know, whoever. And they're like, "Well, why don't you let them sing it?" Yeah, little comedians, right? Aren't they all? Okay, so that is cut. Now we're also going to trim apart these two papers. So we are trimming at 8.25, which is what we always do. We'll cut off that little product strip. 8.25 is the length of the Traveler's Notebook inserts. So 8.25. They're really fun, just polka dot. And then the back side. The back side is so fun too, with all of those little squares. So we will be using these, but you may use those for something else. All right, and then this one too. Oh, so cute, so cute, so cute. The little houses with the little kids trick-or-treating. All right, so this one we're also going to cut at 8.25 or 8 1/4. There we go. So that should do it for our trimmer. We'll go ahead and get that baby out of the way. Uh-oh. Okay. And make sure I don't like choke myself here with the lavalier. I can't get too far. Can't get too far away. All right. There we go. Okay, so we have everything cut up. We'll put those off to the side because we won't use those quite yet. I am going to save the product strips because you never know. Sometimes we use those, like we used one of those in September in our September setup. All right, so let's open up our Traveler's Notebook. This one is brand new, so I'm just doing that to help it lay flat so I can work in it. Alrighty, so we're going to start out by decorating our pockets. Let's see what we did here. We'll just put this right up here so we can see it better. I can see it better. You guys can see part of it, but I can see it. All right, lighting wise, I think we're doing pretty well. It's getting a little bit later in the day, so we may be getting a few more shadows, but that is a-okay. All right, if you were a ghost, you'd still be my boo. How cute is that? Oh, you know what? Let's do this. This time, let's go ahead and I know what I'm going to use, so I'm going to go ahead and outline with my handy dandy Sharpie. So I used that. We used this Eek tag, so cute. Okay, we used, what is that? Did we use that? No? Oh, here it is. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm missing a tag. Now I know. It seems weird. This is black on black, but like I've mentioned before, it just is weird to me if I don't do them. This little kitty, how stinking cute is he, she? I don't know. It. We have a cat. Well, we used to have 2 cats. Now we only have 1 kitty. But Kitty is large. Well, he lost some weight. He's now, I think, 13 pounds. He was 16 pounds before. But he is, I think, 10. And he's not the best at grooming himself. So we just took him in. Actually, I'm going to keep outlining because I know I'm going to use these as well. We just took him in last week and had him shaved. And he's long hair cat and was very matted. So, oh my gosh, he looks so funny. But he's cute. He just kind of struts around. With cats, apparently, you can, if you're getting them groomed or shaved or whatever, you can do 2 kinds of cuts. Well, I'm sure there are many kinds of cuts, but the one they told us was either a lion or a teddy bear cut. So we did the lion cut with him, and oh gosh, it's funny. He, well, you'll just have to imagine. Anyhow, off track. But let's now go back and we're going to start decorating our pockets. So here is that one. I love that little pop of orange, and we'll end up hiding the rest of that. Oh, I didn't. I forgot this little guy. Forgot to outline him. So, okay. Now, obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously because lots of you know me and have heard me talk about our children, but some of you haven't. So we no longer have trick-or-treaters. I mentioned in the last video that we are, well, we're not empty nesters. We have free-range children, right? We have free-range children. Love that. So we no longer have trick-or-treaters, but oh gosh, wasn't it so fun? It was so fun when they were little and we'd take them trick-or-treating and they would dress up and be so excited for Halloween. And all right, so if you have little trick-or-treaters, good for you, whether they're nieces or nephews or your kids or grandkids or neighbors. We moved last year into a new house. We'd been in our past home for 18 years and we built that. And when we decided to downsize in anticipation of having free-range children. And so we moved last June, and the neighborhood is brand new, so it's just still being built. Last year we had 0 trick-or-treaters. So it'll be interesting to see, because there were only 5 houses maybe in the neighborhood. Now there's probably 60. So it'll be interesting to see if we get trick-or-treaters this year. I'm going to hold off on that little guy for a sec. And it's actually, when you know you're not having trick-or-treaters, I am such a candy freak, it's bad. So I like it if we know we're not having trick-or-treaters, because then I don't have to buy any candy. And then I know I'm not going to eat said candy, right? Because if it's sitting there, 0 willpower and I will eat it. All right, this little cute trick-or-treat sticker is going to go right about there. And this pumpkin that says boo to you. Now, these stickers from Create Paper, I love them. They're a cardstock sticker, so a little bit thicker, a little bit sturdier, but they have a nice matte finish on them. Just kind of fun. All right, so boo to you is going to go right there. We're going to come back to our little ghost in a second. Oh, actually, no, we can do him now because we got our card in the pocket. So this little ghost, isn't that fun? The little crepe paper. Crepe paper, it's almost like a little skirt on the ghost, kind of like a little hula skirt. So this little guy is just underneath the crepe paper. These are, well, you guys now have this too, so you can feel it, but that's cardstock underneath. So I'm going to try to tuck this little guy in right here, and the cardstock is getting tucked in with it, right? And then the little, the fun little ghosties are coming out. Now, it's partially covering the cat, and that's okay. If you feel like there are too many of those little ghosty strings, you can try to tuck a few inside, but just kind of fun. That's part of a banner kit that Create Paper made to go with the collection, and when I saw it, I thought, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I want to use it in this book. So, all right, so then we need a little sticker here that says spooky. Okay, so there's a song. And it's not a Halloween song, and I'm thinking of it right now, but I can't remember how it goes, but some of you might remember it. Spooky. Okay, so then this little guy is going to go here. Again, I will spare you my singing it. This is going to go right in here. And, oh, look at this. Isn't this so stinking cute, that skeleton? So, silver foil in the stickers, which kind of gives it a fun little, just spices it up a little bit, jazzes it up. So that little guy, we're going to pop right in there. And a couple other things are going to go in here. So another little pumpkin, this little tiny pumpkin is going to kind of go right here. And then 2 stickers, this one, this little H and this little H. Just a little fun addition. We're just adding things to the pocket. Things that make us happy. Yep, I probably should have waited on that little guy, but that's okay. I'll just lift him up a tad. And this one can go here. And then this little guy will go right here. I've joked before, and it's been quite a while, but if any of you know Bob Ross, well, you don't know him. You may know of him. Actually, though, you may know him. But you may know of him, Bob Ross. He is the gentleman, 70s, I think, who was the painter, who would just do the, oh, it's so easy. Just take the paint, and next thing you know, he's created a whole forest. When you look at it, and you're like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. And he really makes you think that you can paint like him. I never tried it, but who knows, maybe I could. Anyhow, what's quite interesting is he's made a resurgence. I'm fairly sure he's no longer living. But our 18-year-old son, Sam, used to we used to watch that together quite a bit because he just loved it. And it was kind of a thing with the kids that age, apparently. And, oh, now we're here with October. Anyhow, I don't know, I was out of town traveling and teaching, and I stopped at some store, and I happened to find a Bob Ross, a light blue Bob Ross t-shirt that had, his head on the t-shirt in like blue velvet. And oh my gosh, Sam loves that shirt. So the reason I bring Bob Ross up, actually, let me pause that for a second. I have grabbed in your little baggie, in your kit, you had a number of embellishments. And here you had 2 star stickers. And so I'm going to do one of those glitter star stickers right there in the corner. And we'll use the other one in a sec. All right, a couple more things that we need to add here. Also from your little embellishment baggie, this fun little gem. And this is going in the center of that eek tag. Like so. And then just to cover up that little ghost, that little hole right there, we're going to grab this little sticker. So it's next to the 31. There are several of them. So just grab one. It's kind of like a little star thingy. And that's just going to go right up at the top of his head. All right. Let me finish my thought. The Bob Ross. Actually, before I do that, I have added just that little orange piece, just that little orange accent. Now, if you have stickers that you are, carrying with you in your traveler's notebook to decorate with, or you're putting papers or other things there, you can skip this step. But I just like the way it looks. So we're going to go ahead and grab one of these pieces. That is this little guy, and we need to trim that to 8 inches. So actually, I'm going to be really lazy here and not grab my trimmer. I'm just going to kind of eyeball that and right there and cut that so we can stay consistent. Okay, good. I thought my microphone was maybe that little lavalier cord was hanging down. I'm just going to adjust that a sec. So if the noise has got a little weird there, excuse me. All righty. So I'm just going to cut this little guy. It'll be straight-ish, right? Ish. When I teach, for me, it's all about ish. Sometimes we get so caught up and things need to be perfect. Ish is good. Ish is close enough. I-S-H, ish. So we're cutting it straight-ish. All right. And then that we'll just tuck right in there just to give it a little bit of color. Just a little bit of color. All right. Oh, let me finish my thought about Bob Ross. Anyhow, if you've watched him or if you haven't watched him, he is a very calming. Now we're going to do this, and we'll do a little here, we'll add a little here, we'll add a little here, add a little here. And it's just kind of very calming to watch. So whenever I am talking out loud, thinking out loud, I think that's what I meant to say. Anyhow, you guys, I own my own business. I work from home. Other than the cat, most of the day, no one is with me, so I do a lot of talking to myself. And I do that. I'm going to put this here. Oh, that looks good here. Oh, no, I should change that. But when I am chatting with you guys on a Plan With Me video, I kind of feel like Bob Ross because I'm like, oh, we'll move that here. Oh, it looks good there. Oh, yeah, no, look how cute. We're going to move that there. It's kind of Bob Ross to me. So, all right, let's get back to the task at hand. Slip covering our inserts. So we're going to move this little guy off to the side for a second. And we're going to start with this paper. Now, in the September video, we talked about folding our paper, and there's something that I want to show you with this particular paper. We had talked about folding outside in, and if we folded outside in like this, it would make sure that we didn't get any breakage on this edge. So here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. This is my sample. I did not fold on the outside in. So you see how that is kind of the fibers have broken, and I am getting a little tearing there, a little tearage. Now that's okay, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you fold outside in and then, fold the other way, that will help to eliminate that. So that's what we're going to do here first. We're going to fold outside in, or if we're using our score pal or our scoreboard or something like that, we can just use that. All right, so we're folding outside in, and I can already see a little bit of those fibers are already breaking. So We will turn it over. We get a nice clean fold there. And we're going to take, I'm going to take my 2 inserts from last month. We will uncover those. And set that off to the side. Now, while we're here, a number of you have written and asked me, so what do I do with these things when I'm done? And we've talked about making greeting cards. So I could actually either peel this off, or I could have this be, well, actually, you know what I really could do? Let's try this. Look. If I just cut there, and I'd probably get my trimmer out, right? And cut there. And then I would come inside and I would definitely get rid of that little fold with the washi. So I'd cut there, and then I'd probably put, you know, a piece of cardstock or something in there. I have a nice greeting card that is already decorated for me. So that's an idea. If any of you are scrapbookers, you could use this in your scrapbook. Same thing when you are unloading your traveler's notebooks. All of these cards, the stickers, you can use in all kinds of projects. So don't throw them away. Don't throw them away. Okay, so let's unwrap this one as well. When we're done decorating, we will also, we'll do kind of I'll do an on-the-fly decorate October for the monthly too. And again, that's just not part of the kit, but just kind of showing you something that you can do with the stickers when you're done. Okay, deep breath, deep breath. We are going to put that roughly in the center. We'll get our washi stick from last time, and if you're like me, we'll get out our readers so we can find where that is. Okay, oh, gotta take them off though. Holy cow. When I try to look down and move my head, yeah, I can't do that. I get dizzy. So I am progressively getting more and more reliant on my readers. Those are 2s. And the eye doctor said, you've got to be careful about going up too soon with your readers because your eyes will get adjusted. So you may not need a 2, but if you go to a 2, then your eyes will adjust and then you need a 2. Anyhow, I think I am on the verge of needing progressives. So you know, where you need them to see far and up close. I'm starting to have a little bit of trouble with the far away seeing. So I have 1,012 pair of readers, it feels like. Okay. Actually, sometimes it's a little bit easier when it comes to outlining. You know what I figured as I'm doing this? If I wasn't recording, I'd be much closer to that, and then I'd use the readers. But boy, when I'm far away, that's where, oh, migraine central. Okay, so we need this little guy, and we also need this little guy because we're going to layer those like so. So let's get out our adhesive. And we'll just throw it down. Just like that. Oh, looks good. Okay, then we're going to take our other gold star. Everyone needs a gold star, especially when it's glittery. And we'll put that guy right there. Then we will take some of our stickers. We're looking for the 2 little bats. They're so cute. There's a bat, and there's a bat. And we're going to have the larger of the 2 bats on the card, and then the other guy just, you know, wherever he wants to be. They're friends, so they're going to fly together. Excuse me. All right, then these really fun holographic-y silver boo stickers. Get that center of that O out there. we have the little centers of the bees too. I know I'm going to end up with those somewhere later because they're sticking to my fingers now, but they probably will move later. All right, boo, cute. Get those off. All right, then, oh my gosh, I had the hardest time deciding what to use here because everything was so stinking cute. All right, this, love that little spider web with the little spider hanging down. So that is going to go kind of just right on the little card. A little spider hanging down. Then we have Be Spooky. That'll go about right there. And then 2 little candy corn. Now, this is interesting. Are you a candy corn fan or not? It seems to be that people either love it or hate it, kind of like cilantro. People either love it or hate it. Now, here's something interesting about cilantro, and now I'm totally off track. Apparently, not everyone tastes cilantro the same. And that has to do with just, I guess, your taste buds. Some people taste cilantro having a really soapy flavor. So if you don't like cilantro and you think everyone else is crazy because they like it, that may be why. You have the soapiness, and those of us that like it don't. Oh my gosh, I had to think for a minute how in the world I got on that tangent. Candy corn. Do you like candy corn or not? Isn't it weird though? Candy corn, it seems, kind of is only around at Halloween. Why don't they make it for other holidays? Maybe I just haven't seen it. Okay. In your little embellishment baggie, there are 4 black little gems, and we are adding those, oopsie, to a couple of those points on the spider web, just to give it a little bit more dimension and a little bit of fun. We'll add one to the center. Candy. As we're talking candy, if you are, I know a number of you subscribe to the kits with your friends or your children, and you work on them together. So here's a fun thing to talk about: candy. Halloween candy. What's your favorite Halloween candy, or candy in general? All right, so we are just about done with that insert. But the one thing we're going to do, and this is kind of fun, we're taking this black and orange polka dot grosgrain ribbon, and you could tie this one of 2 ways. If you wanted, you could tie it through, let's see, we'll start this way. My heavens. If you wanted, oh no, that's not going to work that way. It needs to go this way first, and then it could come through the center here if we wanted. There we go. All right, so let's tie that up in a cute little bow. And then it's always trying to tie the bow so all the fun colors are showing where you want them to show, so you're looping through backwards, and yeah. Okay, there we go. So there's my little bow. Now, I could leave that there and tie it like that and snip the ends. Like so. Right? So then there's my cute little insert, and then it would just go right into, well, we'll put it in a sec. But let me show you the other thing I did. I actually had this ribbon going around the outside of my traveler's notebook. So it just kind of made it a little bit more Halloween-y. And I threaded it through, you see that? The 2 little elastics on the bottom and on the top. So that it just kind of gives it a little bit more of a decorative touch on the outside. So you could do it either way. All right, we're going to take this guy and we will put him inside of our TN, just looping. So 2 different options for you there. Okay, now let's work on the second insert. So that is using that fun little kind of trick-or-treating paper. Again, we will outside in, do our outside in fold. Okay, and do that. That would be June. And fold. Get our little washi over here. Come back this way, open, and fold under. And once again, I do that so we know that we've given ourselves enough room to round that back side that tends to get a little bit bigger, especially as we're adding things to it from month to month. Hopefully that makes sense. Alrighty. And on this one, I also outlined again. I really like that kind of that light orangey too. It's kind of a little bit pinky, a little bit light orangey. Maybe we'll call it peach, right? It's peach. It's just a fun color. And then kind of a darker version of that mint green. So fun. All right. Our October calendar. This is so stinking cute. Now, if any of you are doing Project Life, where you are documenting, oops, hold on. I put that higher than I wanted because I actually had it really low so that I could take advantage of that cute little child in their little Halloween outfit. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. That is another thing that you could do with your all your product. Once you're done with the month, you could, if you do any kind of pocket page scrapbooking, the 3x4 cards are perfect for that, especially that October would be great. Okay, so now we have our little, that little raven. I think that's a raven. And two little ghosts, just the cutest little ghosts ever, right? Like mama and baby ghost. One's going to go there. One's going to go right there. And then, oh, that 31. We'll go here and there because it's all about Halloween. So 31, that makes sense, right? Then we will go with this little treat sticker and a little tiny pumpkin. This little tiny pumpkin. So in this space that is left over at the end of October, we'll put that little treats there. Are you still doing okay here? Okay, good. Oh, we're getting a little bit of shadow. Getting later in the day. And then our pumpkin there. And then we'll do one of the holographic foil stars from our sticker sheet. You can go right there. We'll do another holographic foil star up here in this corner. And then we'll do one more little guy, that little star right here. Oh, let's see if we can get it off that way. Ooh, that one's a little hard to get off. Let me try this guy. There we go. If I just kind of, just a little hint there. Did you see what I did? How I just kind of bent it behind and then it kind of peeled off on its own. So if you're having a little hard time getting that sticker off, that's a little hint on how it might help you to get it off. Okay. Stinking cute, right? Yes. Okay. So that wraps up the main part of the Plan With Me video. But as I mentioned, and as I did with the month of September, I am going to flip to my monthly insert and I'm going to decorate October. So let's just see what we want to do here. Oh, you know what? This Boo to You, that is just screaming to be used, I think. Actually, you know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to open this up so I can see everything at once. So, Boo to You. Maybe we'll do that over here. Let me get my little paper clip out of the way, just so it can kind of works right there, right? Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling that. Actually, I'm going to do that so I don't cover up so much of the days. And then we'll come back in and just trim off that little excess that's coming over the top. That just gives us a little bit more room. Okay. Then let's see what else. Oh my gosh. So cute. Oh, you know what we can do? So let's go back to our washi sticks. So we have actually some, well, I have some washi left over. And you probably have some washi left over too, because you have 18 inches and we don't use really anywhere near that. But I want to make sure that you have plenty. So we're going to use that leftover. And just so happens, this mustard color that we used in September will go really well, right? Because that's kind of yellowy Halloween. That works too. So let's do that. And this little ghost is just begging to be used, I think. With a look at the cute little tights. Aren't they cute, those little striped tights? Let's put that right there. Okay, now, what did I just see? Oh, I know, I had another 31. So I'm going to, oh, I can't look on my phone. Can I look on my watch? Okay, I have an idea here, so bear with me. I'm going to see if August, okay, can I see September and October on my watch? Oh, maybe not. Okay. Nope. Oh, that's silly. Okay. Anyhow, what I was going to do was I was going to take October 31 and I was going to put it right on that date. So guess what? We're just going to assume that that right there is October 31. So if you are following along and you actually have an October insert, don't do that until you actually go in and number your days, because that's probably not October 31. All right, what else do we want to add here? This little guy is cute, right? This could go. How about right there? Oh, I just can't get over this collection is so fun. We've got all these little stars. Stars sometimes I will put in the corner where a date might normally be. And then I could either write the date on there or I could just cover it up or not have a date. Because if you know that's the 15th and that's the 17th, it's pretty obvious what date that is, huh? Yeah. Wahahaha. We want that there? Sure. Let's put that there. That's cute. Okay. And like I said, you guys, this is when I am working. This is what happens. This is me just talking to myself, because that's what I do. Yeah, I don't like that. Just talking to myself while I work. Adding some stickers. Eek. Put that there. Oh, that's kind of fun. That little half moon. That's not a half moon, but you know what I mean. It's a partial moon. It's a crescent moon. Oh, this is fun. This little half guy. I like him there. He's good there. Some stars. I really like this little ghosty. Where do I want to, can I use him somewhere? How about right there? We'll tuck his legs in. There. Okay. Oh, look at this one. Eat candy. Yes, sirree. Eat it all. Oh, these are cute. These little guys. It's so funny how there's so many things that I don't see when I work with a sticker sheet like this. And then when I really start getting into it, I'm like, oh my gosh, look how cute those little guys were. Anyhow, we'll add one more little thing. We'll add this little candy corn, because candy corns. There we go. All right, so there we have it. There is, we've just done a little bit of planning live on the fly. And look at how many of these I have left, you guys. I mean, tons and tons and tons of stickers left to do whatever I want with. How about that? Keep calm and eat candy. Love that. That is so much fun. All right, so this second insert now I would put into my Traveler's Notebook. And I am all ready for October. All right, friends, I hope you have a fantastic September. Actually, I should probably say I hope you had a fantastic September, because it's probably September when you are working on October. And if you are a big Halloween person, have a wonderful, safe Halloween. And I will see you again in the next month and a half or so for the November-December Traveler's Notebook Kit. Do you believe that? Holy cow, this year's flying by. Okay, friends, we'll talk later. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.